Guerlain, it's a French fragrance house. Why? Because the company foundation is based on scents. Yes, they do have skincare and makeup. Their base consists of fragrances. Chanel, it's a fashion house. Why? Because Coco Chanel, she started with clothes and later on introduced fragrance, makeup and skincare. Estee Lauder, she started with skincare and then it was fragrance and makeup. But her foundation is skincare. Why Guerlain? It's scents. In their arsenal, they have many different scents. If you think there is nothing which you're gonna like, you could be wrong. If you ever get chance, go to their counter or some freestanding store and give it a try. For their scents, of course, so they have fragrances for females and males and gender neutral. I have here 2, 4, 6 scents which are in my collection, and that's what I'm gonna be talking in this video. Even though I'm familiar with the brand, I don't want to dig too much into their notes. What I mean about it, each fragrance has 3 notes: top, middle and base note, and each one has a specific scent, or let's say something which you're gonna be smelling more than, some of the notes you're gonna smell more than the others. However, I don't wanna be overwhelmed. What I did, I sprayed the perfume, and every few hours I was checking how does it smell, and I was annotating the notes. And after I was done, that's when I actually found out, did some research and found what is in each tone. Base notes, middle notes, because if I knew that, for example, this one has vanilla, after I spray it, that's what I'm gonna keep searching for, even though that besides that vanilla, there can be like 10 or 20 other beautiful notes. Since I have this one that I'm gonna be starting with, that's the Mandarine of the Toilette Bloom of Rose. This, let's say, particular one has few different variation or different bottle sections, scents. And here we go. Scents are made from 1828. Mandarine, complete, multi-faced order of today's femininity. Perfume invites women to live life to the full and be themselves, both strong and delicate, sensuous and loving, free and generous, gentle and intrepid. Also, Guerlain pays attention to the details. Each bottle is designed in a certain way, and even the certain scent has its history. For example, this bottle, I think it was supposed to represent apothecary. Yes, I do have here my notes. So this bottle originally started in 1908. Alchemist bottle stopper. What they mean? It's kind of divided in 4 squares. And yes, there are even G on the top. It's, let's say, light flowery scent, but it's not overpowering. And yes, the bottle itself, it's kind of chic. Now, when I spray it on me, at the beginning, I didn't smell any flower. There was something else, something more deep, battery heavy mixture. And let's say after a couple hours, I could smell the notes. Flower notes are coming out. It's a little bit more heavier. It's powdery. Flowery, but not heavy. I could still smell that powder in it. There was something like a muted rose. not straight from the garden. You know that when you have a rose straight from the garden, you have that fresh scent. So I could smell the rose, but it wasn't exactly this. It was something else. Vanilla. Yep, and then at the end, I could smell rose and vanilla. Meets something else. And what was it? Okay, in a moment I'm gonna give you the actual notes, but those were my like personal. Yeah, after I spray it, that's what I smell. When it's nice to wear it, late afternoon or evening, or during the warmer months. However, not on a hot day and not some summer day. So it's more like maybe like fall and springtime. Now, what are the notes? On the top note, you have the citrus and lavender. And that was what I was smelling, that it wasn't flowery, but there was something else. And I'm not a lavender person. That's why I'm glad they put that lavender on the top, because otherwise, not so much. Now, the middle notes, it's Bulgarian rose, neroli, and jasmine. And those were those rosy notes and that a little bit flowery. And then on the bottom you have Tahitian vanilla and sandalwood. Yes, okay. I can smell like a powdery rose with a little vanilla underneath. So I'll be okay wearing this in the evening, but not summertime. So that was the Mont Guerlain, and this particular one was Bloom of Rose, and that's what I meant when I say there are many different variations. Next one, it's a classic as well. It's Shalimar, comes in an iconic bottle. Let me just show you. Yes, I do have the small size. And this scent was based on a love story. In fact, it was first amber perfume in history based on a love story. The bottle dates back to 1925. It should represent Shalimar Gardens, and then the cap, the color of the water, which was in the fountain. If memory serves me right, this is kind of based on the Taj Mahal, but overall it is a neat container. What happened when I spray it? At the beginning it was heavy, oriental scent, was familiar. It did have some old familiar notes. After, let's say 10 minutes, something dominant, like patchouli, tiny bit powdery. And then what was later on, after a few hours, I could smell amber and vanilla, leather, something woody and smoky. So only by this description you can see it's like a mixture of different things. In fact, it's oriental fragrance, vanilla, powder and amber. And the best part, still smells the next day. Soft but still there. So yes, when I spray it on me, because it was one day like in the morning, and then the next day when I was taking shower, because I just come back from gym, I could still smell it. That's how powerful this thing is. Let me read you the notes. The top notes are citrus, bergamot, lemon, cedar, mandarin, and orange. Only the base notes. If they could make scent based on those notes, that would be awesome. It would be like a summery scent. Then middle notes, iris, patchouli, vetiver, jasmine, and rose. And that's where the mixtures of that flowers comes in. And then base note, vanilla, incense, leather, opoponax, I have no idea what is that, sandalwood, tonka bean, and musk. Yeah, I'm not gonna call it like an old lady scent, but if you I'm sure you are familiar with that scent, but it does have something heavy. It's one, I almost dropped the bottle again. It's one of those scents that you're not really sure about it, but once you spray it and give it few hours, that's when you're gonna realize how it smells. At the beginning, not so much. Give it at least few hours. It's more like a evening scent, or if you do like some heavy fragrances. Yes, I do have a small bottle, and I think that will be enough. I'm not gonna be rebuying a big one, especially that I do have more than one scent. Next one, I'm gonna follow up with their Aqua Allegoria collection. And if I can compare this to something, it's like the Jo Malone when she came up with a bunch of different scents. And if you look at the title, that's the way how it smells. So for example, here can be, I don't know, mandarin orange, and that's what you're gonna smell it. Also, other companies, they have, okay, I don't know if they catch up to that trend, but they're coming up with their scents as well. Let me tell you something about the line. Eau de Toilette celebrates wonders of the world, collections capturing the radiant beauty of nature, battle in the light of the sun at its finest. And they have different scents, including florals, citruses, and fruity. In fact, 90% of whatever is inside has natural origins, and bottles are screwed up, refillable, and recyclable. So when you're done with this, you can just buy yourself a refill and just put it in, which is kind of nice because even Guerlain lipsticks, they're refillable. So pretty much you choose the case which you want, you can personalize and then just refill the lipstick. From this, let's say, line, I have 4 scents. So I have the regular one, and then the Forte, which is a stronger version of it. And what was the first one? Yes, let me, Mandarin, which was the first one? Yes, so that was the first one. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it does have a little bee on the top. Then this was to remind of a honeycomb. And yes, there is another story behind the bottle as well. Okay, if you're interested in Guerlain itself, there are many different documentaries online, so I would advise you to watch it. I did few of them, and they are worth it. So this particular one, it's Mandarin Basilic, and when I smell it, okay, when I spray it, what it was, freshness of mandarin, it's clean and a little bit green. And later on, it was sweetness of mandarin. It was orange sweet. However, there was still something underneath. And afterward, let's call it a base notes. It was citrusy, but not lemony. Not like sweet orange with undertaste. Couple of hours later, it was light scent of an orange candy. And this particular one, it's Eau de Toilette. We just double check. Yes, it's Eau de Toilette. So when you spray it, the scent's gonna be the strongest the first few hours. And it's because it's Eau de Toilette, it's gonna evaporate a little bit. If you want something strong, it's gonna be Eau de Parfum or the Perfume. And that's why they come up with the Forte versions. But going back to this, I did enjoy it. Anyway, I still enjoy it, I still have it. It's one of those scents which brings you happiness, at least in me. What's inside? The top notes are clementine, bitter orange, orange blossom, green tea and ivy. Middle note, mandarin, orange, basil, chamomile and peony. And at the bottom is sandalwood and amber. The nice thing about Aqua Allegoria, if you, okay, if you cannot really not taste them, because you're not gonna eat them, if you can really, if there is no tester available and you cannot spray it, because they give it the base notes, you kind of get the, you can kind of figure out how the fragrance is gonna smell. So yes, I do enjoy this one. And my newest buy was the Forte, which is the Eau de Parfum. So obviously it's gonna smell longer. The difference, which you can see right away, this one is darker, and also here the bee, it's kind of in the cap, while here is sticking out. Let me just show you this way. And yet the label is a little bit different. Give you like a straight opinion. The way how this one's, okay, when you spray this one, it smells nice, and later on, the scent's gonna slowly disappear. But the way how you smell this one at the beginning, that's the way how the Forte smells. And when I spray it, what were my experiences? So at the beginning, I could smell Mandarine. It was heavier and sweet. Later on, there was some undertones, maybe of a vanilla. And then at the end, I smell vanilla. Why am I keep talking vanilla? And then later on, I smell Mandarine and maybe a little bit of a vanilla. But it was sweet vanilla. It wasn't that, okay, if you have ice creams, you know this is the sweet vanilla, or if you have candies, that's the vanilla which I'm talking about. So after all, that's how this one smell. It was the Mandarine and vanilla. And you can wear this in the morning, during the day. This is perfect for the evening. Or let's say, if I want the scent to last, I'm gonna choose this one. In reality, I could, how to compare them? This is stronger, this is lighter. If you want something light for the summer, is this. If you want something which is gonna smell good and have the staying power, is this. And what's actually in the scent? Top note, Mandarin orange, basil and cassis. I don't know what cassis is. Middle notes, orange blossom, honey, Bulgarian rose and anise. And the base notes, it's vanilla and sandalwood. Interesting. Yeah, by the way, Guerlain, they have their own mixture which they always use in their scents. So I don't know if you already catch it up, but we did have sandalwood in this one. Did we? Yeah, we have in the rosy scent Shalimar, and also there was a sandalwood in both of those. Why? Because you still, even though you have many different notes, you still want to have something which is gonna bind them together and being able to keep the scent for longer. And that's where sandalwood comes from. Do I like those scents? Yes. In fact, there are many others within their, let's call it arsenal, which I don't mind buying, but first I want to finish what I have. If you are flying a lot, or if you are traveling, stop by the duty-free store and just spray some scents. 2 more left. I'm gonna follow up by the Bergamote Calabra, and this is more like a green grassy smell. It's still light, a little bit citrusy. Let me tell you what happened when I sprayed it on me. It was clean, citrusy, something herbal and grassy. And then later on was a little like lemongrass, but with sweet notes underneath. And then what was after many hours, If you like scent of a fresh cut grass, you will like this clean herbal, citrusy. I cannot read my handwriting. This is one of those scents which I don't mind wearing during the spring and summer, especially summer, when you still want to smell nice, but don't, let's call it, be overpower others when they are around you. And when it was bergamot. And what's originally inside is the Calabrian bergamot and petit grain. I have no idea what is that. Ginger and cardamom, white musk, and woody notes. And that would explain that extra stuff which I'm smelling. But yeah, it is neat. I do like it. And then the last one, and I will say that's my newest buy. Yes, my newest buy is the Aqua Allegoria Neroli Vetiver. And I don't know if it's gonna show. Like, this is more yellowy, this is more green. Green, lemony, citrusy. It's okay. You know what? Let me tell you what I discovered about this scent. It's grassy, a little bit citrusy. If you like the scent of a laundry detergent, possible you're gonna be fine with this scent. It's balsamy, it's heavier. It's not like vanilla, but there is something in it. Then after a few hours was a little bit heavy. Okay, I could smell something heavier but familiar and comforting. So there was something in it which I was familiar with. I just didn't know exactly what was it. And then, okay, it was like a men cologne, which you know, but don't like, yet it's comforting and familiar. And what I meant by it, let's say if you're a kid and one of your uncles has a certain cologne, and even though you don't really like it, you kind of recognize that, yeah, you kind of know it smells like him. So next time you are in a store, even though you're not gonna like the scent, it's gonna remind you of that uncle. So it's one of those familiar scents which doesn't have to be a favorite, but it's kind of comforting. And at the end, it was herbal, zesty, fresh scent. It's something different than the rest. And in fact, I could call this unisex because I'll be okay wearing it. The same, I will not mind if a male will wear it as well. Yeah, there is something. It could also be a summer fragrance, but yes, I'm keep dropping stuff today. When I did some research, yes, it is unisex fragrance. It's mean both genders can wear it or all genders can wear it. Top note, bergamot, tea leaf, petit grain. Middle note, neroli, fig and rose. And bottom notes, vetiver, cedar, tonka bean. It's a neat scent. It kind of, it's in between spring and summer. Yeah, it's like that comforting scent of a fresh cutting grass with a little bit lemon in it. I'm not really good at describing fragrances, so hopefully those extra notes were a little bit helpful. Yes, I do have here more than few scents. Yes, I do have here more than few scents. Fragrances, yes. Hopefully this video was a little bit informative And as you saw it, yes, there are many different fragrances on the market. You just need to know what suits you, and in that case you can go certain direction. Okay, I see you next time. Bye for now.